Hey everyone, this video is for class 10 science. We'll continue the topic respiration in this video. Now we have already done that respiration is a biochemical process in which oxidation of food takes place to get out the energy. That oxidation takes place in presence of oxygen. We have done the steps that are involved in respiration. The one of the steps that involved in respiration is breathing. Breathing is just inhalation and the exhalation. It's a physical process, taking the oxygen in, basically the air which is rich in oxygen, and giving out the air which is rich in carbon dioxide, that is called as breathing. Now we'll do the mechanism of breathing, that how does breathing actually takes place. So mechanism of breathing, as we know that breathing is a physical process, simply inspiration. It has two steps, that is inhalation. Inhalation is also called as inspiration, and the second step is exhalation. As I told you that taking the air in, that is called as inhalation. In this process of inhalation, what changes takes place in our thoracic cavity, means our chest cavity में क्या changes होते हैं. We have already done the various parts of respiratory system. We did that there is a muscular diaphragm at the end of the chest cavity. The regular position of the diaphragm is this way. Now when we breathe in, the diaphragm contracts and become flat in this way. Diaphragm flat हो जाता है, and we have already done that there are ribs, the 12 bone-like structures that form a cage around the lungs and the heart. These ribs move outward when we inhale. जब हम inhale करते हैं तो ribs come forward and outward. Because of that, the volume of chest cavity increase. If this is the volume initially, now the volume of chest cavity increases because ribs have moved outward and the diaphragm has become flat now. Because of this, the volume of chest cavity has increased. Now, because of increase in chest cavity, the pressure inside the chest cavity decreases. बिकॉज वहाँ पर वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा है लंग्स की, लंग्स भी एक्सपांड हो गए, लंग्स की वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज हो गई, लेकिन जो प्रेशर है इनसाइड द चेस्ट कैविटी वो क्या हो गया, डिक्रीज हो गया. दैट्स वाई द एयर विच इज प्रेजेंट आउटसाइड दैट मूव्स इन through nose, nostrils, trachea, etc. That air moves inside the lungs by the process of diffusion. This is how the inhalation takes place. Now the second step in breathing is exhalation or expiration, means giving out the air which is rich in carbon dioxide now. So in this case, now what happens, again the diaphragm come in its relaxing position, that is somehow bent, and the ribs move inward. Ribs पहले की तरह ही inward move हो जाते हैं, diaphragm पहले की तरह ही bent position में आ जाता है. Because of that, the volume of chest cavity decreases. Chest cavity की volume पहले से क्या हो जाती है, decrease. Now because of decrease in volume, there occur हाई प्रेशर एयर. यहाँ पर क्या क्रिएट हो जाता है, हाई प्रेशर, वेयर एज आउटसाइड इज नाउ लो प्रेशर. सो नाउ द एयर विच इज रिच इन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मूव्स outward from the chest cavity to the atmosphere through nostrils. This is how the expiration or the exhalation takes place. This is all about breathing mechanism. कि mechanism क्या है breathing का, how does breathing actually takes place. The second step in respiration is gaseous exchange. अब वो ऑक्सीजन एक एक एल्वियोलाई तक आ गई. जैसे हमने देखा इनहेलेशन के टाइम पर क्या हुआ, द एयर विच इज़ रिच इन ऑक्सीजन हैज़ रश्ड आउट टू द लंग्स, एंड लंग्स के अंदर कहाँ आ गई, एक एक एल्वियोलाई के अंदर. Now these alveoli have higher concentration of oxygen. All these alveoli are attached to large number of blood capillaries having blood. blood has low concentration of oxygen, whereas alveoli has higher concentration of oxygen. So by the process of diffusion, the oxygen moves from alveoli into the blood, inside blood capillaries. This is how the gaseous exchange takes place. Similarly, जो ब्लड आ रहा है कैपिलरीज में, उसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है, जबकि एल्वियोलाई में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है. सो द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मूव्स फ्रॉम द ब्लड कैपिलरीज टू द एल्वियोलाई. ठीक है ना. तो दिस इज हाउ गैशियस एक्सचेंज टेक्स प्लेस, बिकॉज लंग्स और ब्लड के बीच में गैशियस एक्सचेंज होगा, तभी तो वो एयर जो ऑक्सीजन रिच है वो ब्लड तक पहुंचेगी, और पूरी बॉडी से जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है वो लंग्स तक पहुंचेगी टू एक्सेल आउट. So the second important step in the respiration is the gaseous exchange. Now after that, the third step which takes place, the very important step, is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is actually the oxidation of respiratory substrate to get out the energy. तो हमने पढ़ा था एक एक सेल के अंदर ऑलरेडी डाइजेस्टेड फूड प्रेजेंट है. यू नो दैट ग्लूकोज फाइनली डाइजेस्टेड फूड होता है. कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स की डाइजेस्टेड फॉर्म ग्लूकोज होती है जो एक एक सेल के अंदर प्रेजेंट है. सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन मतलब एक एक सेल के अंदर वो जो ग्लूकोज है उसका ऑक्सीडाइज होना टू गिव आउट एनर्जी. दैट इज़ एक्चुअली सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन. बट ये सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन इनफैक्ट इन ह्यूमन बींग्स भी सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन दो तरह से होती है, एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन एंड द एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन मीन्स the oxidation of respiratory substrate, that is glucose, in presence of oxygen. जब ग्लूकोज का complete oxidation होता है in presence of sufficient some amount of oxygen, that is called as aerobic respiration. ये हमारे बॉडी के सारे सेल्स के माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर होता है. सेल्स हैव a cell organelle, that is cytoplasm. The cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria of each and every cell. But in our muscle cells, even in human beings, our muscle cells undergo anaerobic respiration. हमारे muscle cells में without oxygen, absence of oxygen में भी respiratory substrate का oxidation होता है. एक्चुअली व्हेन वी डू हैवी एक्सरसाइजेस तब हमारी बॉडी को ज़्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए. ऑलरेडी हम जितनी ऑक्सीजन ले रहे हैं वो ऑक्सीजन हमारे बॉडी के सारे सेल्स में जा रही है, बट स्पेशली आवर मसल्स रिक्वायर मोर एनर्जी देन दैट. सो दैट्स वाई व्हाट हैपन्स, मसल्स में बिना ऑक्सीजन के भी फूड का ऑक्सीडेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है, जिसको ही हम क्या कहते हैं, एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. सो व्हाट हैपन्स in muscles during physical activities, during heavy physical exercises, in muscles the oxidation of food takes place even in the absence of oxygen, because all the oxygen has been utilizing in various cells. But that is not a complete oxidation process and it takes place in the muscle cells. Now aerobic respiration has certain steps. The first step in aerobic respiration is called as glycolysis. That takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. Cell के cytoplasm में aerobic respiration का first step हो जाता है, that is glycolysis. In this, the glucose is oxidized to pyruvate. Glucose break हो जाता है. Glucose is a 6 carbon compound. It breaks in absence of oxygen. Glycolysis does not need energy. Glycolysis does not need oxygen. It takes place in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen, the 6 carbon glucose molecule breaks into pyruvate. Pyruvate is CH3CO C double bond OH. COOH. This is the first step of aerobic respiration called glycolysis. Now the second step that takes place in aerobic respiration takes place in the mitochondria. That is complete oxidation. Now this pyruvate, the 3 carbon molecule in presence of oxygen in the mitochondria, जहाँ पर sufficient amount of oxygen present है, converts into carbon dioxide, water and lots of energy. We know that the energy is stored in our cells in the form of ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. These are called energy currency of the cell. तो एक ग्लूकोज के मॉलिक्यूल से पहले एक पायरुवेट बनता है और एक पायरुवेट के ऑक्सीडेशन से इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ 6 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ ऑक्सीजन वी गेट 6 CO2 मॉलिक्यूल्स, 6 water molecules and 38 ATP molecules are released. One ATP molecule gives 30.5 kilojoules of energy. एक ATP molecule से 30.5 kilojoules of energy release होती है and during the breakdown of one glucose molecule we get 38 ATP molecules. So that much amount of energy is released during aerobic respiration in each and every cell. So basically aerobic respiration is the complete oxidation of food, the respiratory substrate, in presence of oxygen to give out carbon dioxide, water and lots of energy. And the second step of this takes place in mitochondria and the first step takes place in the cytoplasm of cell. Anaerobic respiration, that is the oxidation of food in absence of oxygen, takes place in the muscle cells. Now, in the first step in anaerobic respiration is same as that of aerobic respiration, that is the glucose in absence of oxygen that takes place in the cytoplasm. In absence of oxygen, glucose is oxidized or you can say break down to give pyruvate, that is C6H12O6. In absence of oxygen gives CH3CO, C double bond O, C double bond O, OH, that is pyruvate. इसको हम ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं CH3, C double bond O, COOH. The second step in anaerobic respiration is that pyruvate in the muscle cells in absence of oxygen breaks down to give ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus only 2 ATP molecules are released, means very less amount of energy is released, and instead of water, ethanol is released along with carbon dioxide. So that is CH3COCOOH, that is pyruvate, breaks down in absence of oxygen in muscle cells to give ethanol, CH3CH2OH, this is ethanol. We get 2 molecules of ethanol plus 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of ATP are released. The reaction is balanced because there will be 2 molecules of pyruvate that will give 2 molecules of ethanol plus 2 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 2 molecules of ATP. Now, anaerobic respiration also takes place in the yeast cells. Some of the microorganisms like yeast cell also get energy by decomposition, or you can say by anaerobic respiration of the respiratory substrate, that is glucose. The first step here also is same, that is glycolysis. The glucose in absence of oxygen breaks down to give pyruvate, which is a 3 carbon molecule CH3COCOOH. But in yeast cell, the pyruvate further break down to give lactic acid plus 2 molecules of ATP. This pyruvate has 3 carbons. The 2 moles of pyruvate in each cell gives 2 moles of lactic acid. Lactic acid is CH3CHOHCOOH along with 2 molecules of ATP. So, anaerobic respiration can also take place in muscle cells or in the yeast cell, but in both cases very less amount of energy is released and the food is not completely oxidized and it takes place in absence of oxygen. Now we have completed the process of respiration. We have done respiratory system, we have done mechanism of breathing, we have done gaseous exchange, and then we have done the cellular respiration in very details. I hope this is very clear to you and it's very helpful for you as well. Thank you so much.